All right, these are some of the pieces I've collected for the van life reassembly, and this is the board that goes in the back of the van to level out the floor so that you can put the bed on it. It does have little shims that go underneath it, and they're all labeled, so those will be with it. And I'm going to show you how you put the milk crates together and then this platform on top, and that's how we made the little bed. And these little frames are what locks the milk crates in from moving around. And that was my bed when I used the van. So I used the milk crates as a platform, and this would be the passenger seat in the front, and the head goes towards the back of the van. That's where the back door would be, and this is where the side door opens. So they're all rounded and smooth so that you don't catch it on anything, and this part kind of tucks underneath the back seat, and this kind of touches basically the back seat. So you do have a little bit of storage right here, but I used to be able to just compartmentalize my stuff. Anything I needed to use real often was right here because you can just pull it out the side door and you don't have to lift the bed or anything. Anything that I didn't use real often, I packed most of my shoes in there and just craft stuff and like random things in these other bins. But it does provide a lot of storage, and I'll show you how the bed goes. So the bed platform is hinged in the middle, so if you came in the side door of the van and you were inside of the van, you could lift this up and you can get into access to any of these 5 bins. And it has a little thing on the back to keep it from sliding around. Same with on this side, so they just match up with the thing and hold them into place, so while you're driving, nothing shifts. And same thing, this side lifts up as well, so you can access these two. And the reason I kept those with stuff that I access very infrequently was because when this is in the car, you have to take this one out and you have to pull it out in order to be able to get it out of the door. So those two use for whatever you're accessing the least often. And I'll show you the other furniture that I have. These are the bubble window thingies that they're one for all the windows on the thing. This is the bug screens. I'll show you those in person. And this is the little flap that needs to go back on the window. And I'll show you the desk that I've got also. I used to put down a really thick foam yoga mat over this, basically so you wouldn't be able to feel these little guys. I put a thick yoga mat down, and then I had a foam mattress pad that was like the 6-inch foam that went over top of it. But so you can see how wide this is. Mine was just super skinny. I'm a back sleeper, so I don't need very much room to roll around or anything like that. So this is like 28 inches wide is how wide this bed is, and it's 67 inches long, so 6 feet 7 inches. So I think you need a little bit bigger than that. And this is the fabric that I have for you. I have 2 curtains, 2 blackout curtains that go on this pink rod in the back, and I'll show you how that goes on. But these go in there, and they're really cool. Little mandala fabric, and then 2 little pillows that I used to keep in the van, and some extra things if you have any kind of sewing project you want to do, my little tidbits. Some Velcro, zip ties, all that stuff comes in really handy for van life. And I got this little cooler to bring you, and this is the foam pad I was talking about. So I had this thick green foam pad over top of that, and then I had 2 layers of this foamy pad to go on top. So that was my bed. I don't currently have that anymore. They used it in this house somewhere else. So that bed doesn't exist, but I have these little tidbits because you need them for filling in holes when you take the seats out. And let me know if you would like this little camping stuff. I don't know if you already have this type of thing, so you can let me know. Those are some pots and things. bungees, and these are the magnets that I used to use for putting the bug nets on at night. So they are custom fit for that van, and you use magnets to just go around the edge of them, and I can show you that too if need be. About to go up and show you the little shelf system that I've got. I had a drawer, and it's got these little adjustable shelf things that you can put in it and make it whatever height you want, but it's got a top and 2 shelves in it. And this is the shelf. This is where the drawer goes in, and then these are the adjustable things that you can make whatever height you want. And actually down here there's a bottom shelf you can put in it, and then that space is like a little hidden cubby hole, so if you need, you know, to hide more secure stuff, you can do that. But this fits in the back wheel well, so if you take out the 2 back seats, this goes in there and it fits perfectly against the passenger side of the vehicle. And when the trunk is open, you can open these drawers. This is where I kept all my cooking stuff and mostly food on this level, and then random stuff down below. So this became my little kitchen area, and that's what I used it for, because you have to open the trunk to be able to access these drawers and shelves. Heavy duty, really long extension cord is a must, especially if you are visiting family members that are going to let you plug in your car or whatever you've got in your car. And the last thing I wanted to show you, I'm not including these, but just so that you know what I was using. This was what I used for all my clothes and shoes and stuff. And so there were just these bins that fit perfectly in the back well when the seats are out on the back. And I use the Marie Kondo method. So she teaches you how to fold your clothes so that you can see all of them at one time. And it's really handy because you can just move one off of the other, put them in whatever order you wanted. So I had all my shirts and my pants, and this is cold weather stuff now. And if you needed an extra blanket or something, this was how I kept my socks and undies so that they were really easy to access and see, and then bras and any extra stuff back there. But these came in really handy, and these are the size that, oops, kind of blocking it out, but I'll take a picture. These are the size that fit in the back really perfectly. So I had 4 of them, that big tall one, and then these 3 small ones stack up to basically the same height as the shelving unit that I had back there. And so that's what I used for my wardrobe. Other handy things, just always remember to keep a little toolbox for yourself just in case you need it. This little container had a bunch of my random stuff. It's just personal things now, but that one fit really well in there. And I think that's everything. I'm so excited for your van life. The other cool thing that I wanted to mention is this little table. I'm including it also. There's magnets on this little guy. It's actually the top of that shelf I was telling you about, and it just fits on this little table. So you've got a tiny little, doesn't take up any room, and you've got a really big table. And it's got these little pins, nails that go from the top down into the cabinet, and so it locks it in place when you're driving. So you got a table that you can take with you outside of the van when you need it.